All right, well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another attempt here in Vintage Story. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with Vintage Story, it is a remarkable game. Truly remarkable game. I wish I could get this out of the way. I can't really remove this window now that I've opened it, but there's a beautiful village behind it. And I'll show it to you on one of the main menus, you know, on one of the episodes that we do. But Vintage Story is a lot like Minecraft with a hyper-advanced crafting system, requiring you to have a meticulous relationship with everything you make, whether it's a clay pot or even a tool that you use, or even like the metal ingots that you smith. There's several steps involved. It requires very intricate knowledge of mechanics, but that's the fun about it. This game is extremely difficult on Permadeath, but I've been watching somebody by the name of GG Beyond on YouTube. If you'd like to check out his content, he actually has Permadeath playthroughs of this game on Wilderness Survival, except he's pretty hardcore because he does it without a map. I would like to get that good, but I think I'm gonna lean on having a map and coordinates for now. Hang on, I'll be back in a sec. When I woke up this morning, I was greeted to a massive snowfall. Looks like the first snowfall that Czech is having this year. Alright, so we're going to Wilderness Survival difficulty. Player lives 1. And then, you know what? Maybe I won't even change. You know, let's play without the map. Let's play without the map. Yeah, that way I'll have to actually familiarize myself with my home. Alright, apply. Yeah, so the only thing we've changed is the amount of lives. Vintage Village Story. Let's go with that, I guess. I'm gonna work on getting chat open here. Okay, last selection. Yeah, this is my character right here, this fucking wingnut. Alright, there's a lot of classes to choose from, but I think I'm just gonna go with the commoner. It's a default class, it has no changes applied to it. Okay, pick up. Right click. See, I used to punch those. I can just fucking right click to collect that. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna want to try to do is locate a trader. Traders are very useful. A lot of them even have storage chests around the back of their wagons and even beds inside their wagons that I'll be able to use, so. Time to get chat open. Alright. We have no map. No map at all. The only thing I really have to look out for is wolves and bears. Alright, we're gonna make a knife blade. Wait, how do I open the crafting menu? Hang on. Controls. E. And what was previously tab? Chat dialogue. Yeah, we'll change that. All right. All right, we have a knife. I'm gonna want to keep my inventory relatively low for now. I don't want to grab too much stuff. Massive mountain over there. Flowers over there. You need flowers apparently for beehives. First priority is I have to expand my inventory by crafting a whole bunch of baskets. Without those baskets, it'll be too hard to gather what I need here for the first day. And we're gonna have to locate some food, berries and such. Black currant bush. They're empty. Heard something over there. Oh, that's a good place right there. We're gonna look for a place with a lot of flat land, preferably a place that has a trader also. Having cattails nearby would be nice. And we have to make sure our gear is not spinning to the left. That indicates a dangerous area. I found the first of our food though. Decent amount of berries here. And I have to check pine trees for resin. Right on. I don't see any cattails yet. There we go. But I need to really watch out for wolves and bears and stuff. Those are raccoons, it looks like. Oh god, wolf. Run. That might actually be a bear rather than a wolf. But I'll just try to outrun it and get away. At least we know that we can find cattails in this biome. Not always the case. Anyway, it looks like we lost it, whatever it was. Dangerous place to be, though. All right. I think I need 10 cattails per basket, so I'll need 40 cattails. A lot of horsetail in the area for making healing stuff. I see blueberries right there. Good morning, Yordier. Good morning. It's good to see you. Alright, we're gonna set out and go seeking somewhere else. I'd prefer not to go over the hilly terrain. Good sight lines is kind of important. Being able to see that boar coming was the only thing that kind of saved me before, right? So we gotta try to make sure we're maintaining good visuals. This is a poor place to be, considering that. Very mountainous terrain. This is deadly. I don't like being here, man. At all. There are more cattails here. I need to find a area with flatter ground and like a trader. Found more berries. Okay, very good. Oh god. That's a monster. We gotta run away from that. This area is nice and flat, more or less, for a short part of it. Anyway, the monster's not tailing us. Let's hop up here. I'm gonna need a bird's eye in order to find my way around. We're gonna seek out flatter terrain than this. Couldn't tell you, buddy. Very mountainous, rugged lands here. I see more berries. Yeah, the terrain in this game can actually cave in beneath your feet. Like if you're on the side of a hill, for example. Okay. That looks better. It's flatter terrain. Yeah, we just gotta try to find a trader of some sort. It's not necessary, but it would help a lot. Okay, hang on. Oh, there's actually an even distribution. Cool. Very cool. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna need more cattails, but I have 2 baskets. So I've opened up my inventory a little bit. I need a safe way down this cliff. There is no safe way down. It could collapse anytime, but we made it. Okay. Large, flat, open plains like this. Ideal. Grab the berries. And, there are cattails here along the river. I've seen someone else do it. I've seen someone else do permadeath, and I've been watching that series very diligently, trying to learn what I could do differently. How I should learn from people who are good at it, you know what I mean? I think someone might have just thrown a rock at me. Oh, okay, no, I'm dying of hunger. That's okay, we found a lot of food. Let's eat up. Oh. Don't really need the rhizome. Holy shit. That's a massive cave-in. There's a cave underneath this place. Yeah, that's gonna happen from time to time. Very unpredictable terrain. Grab the berries. Okay. We can now craft the rest of our baskets. Oh, that is really convenient. All right. I don't have a bird's eye view from here anymore. I thought I saw buildings earlier, but... I think we came from that way. Oh, trader. Nice. Okay, looks like we might have found a place to live. I can use the trader's... he might have storage chests in the back. We'll go see. And I am gonna have to be a little quick just to get some labors done before nightfall. There's no chests in the back, unfortunately. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, we have a basket. Oh, and we have vessels to use. Nice, buddy. Yeah, you know what? We're good. There's a lantern there. There's a chest right there. All right. Hell yeah. Okay, so we totally have storage here. What kind of trader is he? I don't really know how to interact with the trader, but he has a bed that I can use as well. We'll come back to him later. I don't want to accidentally hit him or something. Do I need to be unarmed or something? Yeah. What have you got for sale? He's a local goods trader. Don't really know what that means, but I'm just happy we have a form of storage here. Yes, buddy. In fact, I could bunk up back here. It's not really safe, though. Can I take this? No, it's indestructible. Okay. Regardless, I have storage. Yeah, those berries will actually spoil faster if I store them in there. So we're gonna have to build a house. Let's start by making some tools. I'm gonna need an axe. We have to nap the stone in order to make a shovel head and an axe head, stuff like that, right? All right. We'll make 2 shovels. followed by an axe. Is there any sap on this tree? No. Important thing to check before you cut it down. All right, we're gonna need a lot of firewood and a lot of regular logs for crafting. All right, an entire tree came down. Let's grab it all. All right. Where is, how do I check the character panel? Character inventory, C. I can check the time here, so 1708, 5? Right, I had to run around for a while in order to find a habitable place. All right. Let's just gather some dirt. I'm gonna need to make packed dirt in order to build a little home here. I'm gonna have to try to find some clay in the area as well for forming. And I have to make sure I get some of this grass too. I don't know if this is our forever home, but it's where we're starting. This trader offers us many, many benefits. His hospitality can carry us. That's why I wanted to find a trader right away. He's got storage chests, he's got a bed, you know, he's got a lot of good going for him. Okay. Let's keep digging. All right, let's eat. All right, so packed dirt. We got some to get started, but oh fuck yeah, it's becoming nighttime, man. Dangerous. What time is it? 6:35. Okay, we gotta build a house right fucking now. Let's get that out of the way. I'm gonna need more packed dirt to finish it, but we have a start. All right, let's make some firewood. And then I might want to make a fire real quick, right here. Put some logs on it. And how do I make the fire starter again? Shit, I have no idea. Shift H. Wait. Fire starter right here. So 2 sticks and dry grass. Okay. Let's get it lit. Got it. Yeah, it's getting pretty fucking dark, buddy. What's the rift activity right now? Rift activity is low, so it won't be too dangerous out here right now, but if that rift activity becomes medium, it gets a lot worse. All right, we might have enough dirt now to finish the roof. Let's hop in here. I love knowing about that even distribution trick. That is so useful, dude. I have just enough to finish. Okay. Nice. I have a sealed-in shelter. And it's nighttime, I think. Yeah, 8 o'clock seems to be that separation point. All right, doing good on berries. Apparently I can stack the firewood. Oh, yeah, look at that. I can make a stack of fucking firewood right there. Beautiful. Let's put more. You guys see that? I just made a stack of firewood and it's no longer taking up space in the inventory. Amazing, buddy. Okay. We're gonna cook that cattail rhizome. I might want to make a replacement knife now. Taking a break, Chezzy. That's right, buddy. Ugh. But I can, okay, cooked rhizome. There we go. Let's eat that. Now I'm gonna want to make some torches. H, torch. I need extinguished torches, so 2 dry grass and a stick. Okay, I made 3. And we gotta light it. Okay. I don't get it. What, am I gonna light the torches? Yeah, okay. Cool. So that's, you can light them that way. I'll let the fire go out for now. Rift activity in this area is still low. I could try to sleep the night away. Alright, we're sleeping. See, this is why a trader is dope. We have 7 days until the first temporal storm, looks like. Okay, we're awake. And the night is over. There's monsters out there. Okay. I'm gonna need to make a gate. A wattle gate. Yeah, so I need a knife and 3 sticks. It's gonna be my way in and out of here. Alright, and I'm gonna want to make some spears. And a new knife blade. Our knife isn't looking too good. So today's mission is I have to find clay. And I have to try to familiarize myself with the surrounding landscape. And we're gonna want to deposit some shit. Alright. Alright. I know how to throw the spear. So let's get out there and let's try to find some clay in the countryside. I'm also going to want to gather more sticks. I have 53 red currant berries. Oh! I gotta watch that shit. Yeah, there's pitfalls everywhere. You gotta watch out for those. Okay, lesson learned. Luckily without a brutal consequence. We're gonna save our black currant berries. They'll last longer. There's a raccoon over there. Don't really need to hunt it. I really just want these berries. Alright, so we're looking for clay at this point. I don't exactly know it when I see it, but we'll find some. Are those edible? Yep. Yeah, I'm not good at finding clay, but I'll get better at it over time. We're gonna keep our eyes open and try to find some. How much longer are those berries gonna last, by the way? Fresh for 19 hours? Okay, well, we'll probably have them all eaten by then. I don't think I'm gonna find clay around here. It looks very gravelly. And, oh god, right. I don't have a map, so I need to be very careful not to lose where my home is. In fact, it might be wise for me to make like a pillar marker. And I have to get a lay of the land. I have to memorize some landmarks here. So, home is where? Playing without a map is not something I'm used to. I'll have to play it by ear and just get used to it. We'll find our way back, and I'll grab whatever berries I see on the way. It might be wise to make a cellar. Preserve these berries a little bit better. I think that's my house over there, that uniform dirt box. So nothing to worry about there. I think tool is a substitute for... Yeah, I'm fairly certain tool is a substitute for cattails, so I might be able to make a basket out of it. We'll grab some. Thatch. Huh. No, it looks like you can just use it for... Yeah, building shit. Alright, screw that then. We're gonna drop this stuff. Here we go, god damn. Alright, we have the cattails that we're gonna need for a basket. We can make a cellar to preserve our berries longer. Oh, I'm doing okay, Chezzy. I'm doing okay. Zuzi's worse off. She's working nights for 3 days. Really rough work. She's got a long commute by bus and train. She works for Amazon, so... Right now she's sleeping off her first night shift out of 3, but then she'll have 4 days off after. I'm doing okay, you know me. I could be miserable and I'm still doing okay. It's just how I am, right? Yeah, time goes on, right? But I gotta admit, lately, I'm kind of living the dream. All right, yeah, there's the trader. Let's make a basket. How do I make the basket? The reed chest. Okay, so 3 all over. Reed chest, there we go. I can make a cellar out of that and preserve our food underground. That's rock. I don't think I'm breaking that, but you know what? We can put chest right here. And then, so those have 2 days freshness, 3 days freshness, even more if I seal that up with dirt. Yeah, we'll store all of these, and I'll just eat those red currants. There, it's closed in. They'll preserve better. Now, let's, we need to find clay. I don't know that we're gonna find it out here in this open field, though. I might want to go search the woods behind me. Yeah, right here. These woods. It doesn't seem too safe, but I don't think I'm gonna find clay in this gravel field. We have a lot of pine trees, though, which is nice. I might be able to get myself some sap while we're here. Home is that way, through the trees. I have to try to remember where home is. We have no map. On the other side of this gravelly pine forest. That's honestly kind of horrifying that I could just lose home and not find my way back. But I'll try to keep a sense of direction. I need to see where the sun rises and sets. That's a bear. Avoid that. We got some chickens. Yeah, I don't really know where we're gonna find clay around here. I don't want to wander too far from the trader. We're just gonna familiarize ourselves with the landscape, pretty much. While I try to find clay, but apparently your chances of finding it are very low in a gravelly biome such as this, so... Alright, so home is right there at that tall pine forest. And I'm gonna need another flint spear. We know where home is. Let's just seek out some clay. Is that edible? I'll have to harvest it to find out. Yeah, that is edible. It's safe food, I'm taking it. Thank you, Chezzy. I plan on it, buddy. Hopefully we don't die bloody. I hope you have a restorative rest. Cracked vessel with seeds in it, eh? Take that. Alright. Rye seeds. Home is that way. What is this, quartz? Yeah, we found quartz over here. This is a gravelly field. I'm not going to be finding much here. Oh, I don't like the sight lines here. Hopefully we can end up finding some clay today. Apparently, I'm gonna want a lot of flax. Yeah, home is that way. I might want to try to increase the render distance if I can, at least a little bit. Like view distance, pump that up a little. Yeah, because now I can still see the forest, right? It's not obscured behind a fog of war. Well, no sign of any clay yet. All right, home is over there. Hope I even can find some clay here. Yeah, we need to start forming clay. I need cooking pots, bowls, vessels, all kinds of shit. Fuck is that up there? Mushrooms. Puffball mushroom. Is that venomous or not? It is not venomous. It's completely safe to eat. And it'll last for 14 days, so it'll give us some time to try and find some clay and get started. I'm gonna drop that oak log and the packed dirt so I can take these. Yeah, flax grain and flax fibers. Wait, there's more flax down there. Hell yeah, I got more of each. Home is over there. I just gotta keep my eyes on that forest. This biome does not seem conducive to me finding clay, though. It's rough. At least there's good forage around. All right, let's go home and deposit. I'm gonna check over there for clay, I suppose. Dangerous as... Oh, God! Holy shit, look at the massive cave-in. What a trap that was. Holy! I'm glad that I survived it. At least now we're gonna know it's there when we see the big-ass chasm in the floor. Okay. Yeah, we're good, buddy. We're good. It's nothing. All right. We'll store those, make sure they last for a while. That's gonna be fresh for a good long time. Okay, let's seal it up. All right. We got more flax. Apparently flax is important. I don't know why, but I'm gonna take the guy's word for it. I'm gathering flax, bro. And flax seeds. We gotta really focus on trying to find some clay, man. We got some chickens, lots of chickens in the area. Sometimes if you dig down a couple blocks, you'll like find some clay. Oh, such a gravelly biome. Not likely to find clay. We'll just have to keep looking. What else, right? Our base is that way. There might be a vessel here, hidden somewhere in the ruins. I don't know where. That's okay. I gotta go that way to get home. What time is it? 5 p.m. We are gonna have to go soon. God, I hate this biome. There's just so much gravel everywhere. I don't know how the hell I'm ever gonna find clay. Maybe I'll just try to find sap on the trees with the rest of our daylight while I head home. Hey, there's fucking copper here. Interesting. I'm taking these. Apparently I need like 40 copper bits for my first batch of tools. I got 15. God, it's just gravel biome everywhere you look. Anyway, let's head back to base. Should be right over here. Our food is keeping well in here. Deposit those. We're gonna have to eat those, the red currants. I was hoping to find some clay today, but clearly I'm gonna have to brave venturing much further away from home than I'm comfortable with in order to try to find it. Anyway, the sun's setting. There's not much I can do now. Besides, maybe, like, check out this cave and see if I can find any clay in it. I highly doubt it. We're not really finding clay at all. Especially not in this... Apparently this biome is really bad for clay. Hell yeah, I killed a chicken. Killed another chicken. Alright. We can eat some poultry tonight. Home is that way. Well, I may as well grab a shitload of dry grass. If I'm not finding clay today, we can at least get something done, right? Getting desperate to find some clay, buddy. Getting real desperate. Let's nap another blade out of the stone. Alright, I gotta go back. I'm actually starving, which kind of sucks. I didn't even notice. Hopefully I don't die. There's a bear over there. I think if I book it, I could probably make it back home before I starve. Yeah, I see the trader. We'll make it. I might have to brave searching where the bear is, which I don't want to fucking do. People swear up and down you can kill a bear by, like, walking in a circle, but I've never done it before, so I might fuck it up. Alright. Let's eat. There's no clay here. It's a good spawn, like with the trader, but it's a bad biome for the spawn, you know what I mean? All right. How do I remove the wood? Remove one with right click. Put some wood in there. Light it. And let's cook this chicken. Hello there, trader. Yeah, sadly, no clay today, buddy. No clay today. Working on it, though. I feel like I might be burning more calories sleeping than I would if I just waited the night. You know what I mean? Like, all right, let's go eat. I got a health refill at least. We were missing half of our fucking health. And we have that poultry. Okay. We're gonna keep these berries on us. Probably gonna need more food on the road. Hopefully we find more berries. Hopefully we find clay, dude. I'm getting desperate here. Alright, make a new flint knife. And I guess let's fucking go. I found some sap. Yeah, we'll want to collect more of that. Some resin. Anyway, I have to run really, really far. Basically, I don't think we're gonna find clay unless I really haul ass somewhere. I don't want to go where the fucking bear is. Let's just go this way, I guess. The sun's rising, so that's the east. And we'll probably find more berries while we're traveling. Yeah, we just run east, and we try to find clay. And then, before nightfall, we run west back home. We run toward the rising sun in the morning, and toward the setting sun near nighttime. And we forage on the way, try to build up our food stores again. Okay, we got some black currant berries. Nice. There's a monster over there. I want to avoid that. Let's go get these red berries. Okay. Well, I don't think this is the gravel biome anymore. There's another trader here. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, this trader is a clothing merchant. He has a cracked vessel here. I can't use it. I can use that basket. Oh shit. Which way did I come from? Wait. Sun rises in the east. Yeah, 9 in the morning and sets in the west. So I came from that way. Fair enough. Yeah. There's a cracked... Oh man, I can't even get in there unless I place a block down. Let's try to do that. Holy shit. Okay. I'm like stuck here because of the ladder. Alright. It's not stable, that might crumble, but... Yeah, there's a chest, a basket, and a vessel. So he does have storage. Anyway. We gotta try to find some clay here. While also not dying, so it's kind of a tightrope walk, but this is a forest. I just have to pretty much look at the ground. If I look at a block that has clay in it, it'll tell me where it says forest floor right there. Okay. I have to run past that trader to get home. This is gravel biome over here. We're gonna have to stick to these woods. Try to find clay here. Home is left that way. And I'll pick up whatever sticks I... Oh my god, a bear. Wow, I just got one shot. I tried to... I probably wasn't sprinting, was the problem. You probably have to, like, sprint to the side. I'll have to try to figure it out. Either way, we're just going to schedule a new attempt and try again. And, you know, we might even have an easier time finding clay in another attempt. I like the early gameplay loop, I do. Episode 1, attempt 9 now. $10:35. Yeah, don't worry. I'll transfer you guys over to the new stream, so you don't have to take off if you don't want to. Okay. I wonder why it keeps on changing my profile picture for the stream right there. No worries. Fucking fixed as soon as it was a problem. No save. All right, we have the new stream scheduled. I'm going to create a redirect that leads into that one when we end this one. So you guys will be transported directly over to our new attempt. Now we can finally delete this pilot stream that I made. Okay, so we have the redirect done. We have all the settings for that one, copacetic. Now I just need to grab the chat for the new stream. All right, guys. Hey, thank you very much for chilling, but let's keep on chilling. I'll see you guys in the next attempt, and we'll try this again. All right. The trader definitely helps. Having pre-built storage containers is massive. Massive, right? Because then you don't need to spend time making a bunch of reed baskets. You're just exploring the land. And I think I'm getting better at navigating without a map. It's very hard to learn, but I think I'm getting better at it. Oh yeah, I have a list of tips here. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Immediately. All right.